we have Ezra on the ground, post-debate analysis. Hey again, Ezra, how do you think things went in there?
Yes.
Well, I've got a few answers to that question, but first, let me thank you, too, for holding the fort and doing such a great job staffing the live stream tonight. I'm really grateful to you. Let me give you a report from the scrums. The debate was interesting, and I actually thought it was a better debate than I was expecting. The moderator wasn't bad, and the subjects, I think there was a fair range of subjects, some of them that the Liberals and NDP would prefer, but some of them strong territory for the Conservatives. I would call it a fair debate, well moderated, and the candidates were sort of well behaved, as in they didn't get out of control. But for me, the exciting part was in the scrum afterwards. Here's what I mean. Who got the questions? Remember, they were going to limit Rebel News just to one question. First of all, our friends from other independent media, Kian Bexty and Adam Zoltan, if I got his name right, they were up really quick and they had good questions. 4 out of 5 Rebels had questions. Now, there was a big, long lineup. I would have loved to have had questions for every leader. In the end, we actually didn't get a chance to scrum Carney, but we put questions to all the other leaders. And I thought it was very interesting. Jagmeet Singh got 2 questions from us, and he was outrageous. He said, I'm not talking to you because I don't like you. Well, we're not here in our personal capacity. We're here as a medium to the people. And maybe not everyone likes Rebel News, but we speak for a portion of people. And for Jagmeet Singh to say, I don't have to answer to you, I refuse to answer to you, this is a public debate, but not with you. Well, that just shows that he doesn't respect taxpayers and he doesn't understand democracy. When you're in government or when you want to be the prime minister, you have to be the prime minister even for people you don't like. And he said the same thing to Drea in a disgusting way, frankly. He was really, I think, he tried to talk over Drea. I think he showed he's used to being a bit of a bully. And Drea had such dignity, and she was asking a great question about all the churches that are being burned down. And Jagmeet Singh, frankly, it's probably better that he didn't answer because he's probably in favor of those church burnings. Let's be really honest. Then there were 2 more questions. Sheila Gunn Reid put questions to Pierre Poilievre, asking him about the hate marches on the streets of Canada, and would he deport people who committed crimes, or actually, she said, who conducted hate marches that didn't rise to a hate crime, the level of an actual criminal offense. If they're foreign nationals, would Poilievre deport them? I thought that was a very interesting question. And David Menzies had a question for the Bloc. And I thought the Bloc wouldn't answer because in a previous election he didn't. But to my delight, he answered. David's first question was about a pipeline that brought oil from OPEC countries into Montreal. And the Bloc leader actually gave not a bad answer. I mean, sort of evaded the question, but said that he was in favor of certain pipelines. Anyways, I'm getting a little lost in the weeds. We'll put video clips of those up, but here's my report. Rebel News fought hard to get in here. We lawyered up. We threatened a lawsuit. And in the end, we were allowed to bring in 5 reporters. And 4 out of the 5 had questions more than any other media company. And my favorite part, Tamara and Lise, and I don't think you would have heard this based on where the microphones were, the other journalists in the room were seething. They were actually heckling our people. They were saying, stop making speeches. We're saying, hurry up, or ask you. I've never seen such an abusive, entitled group in my life. And it was such a pleasure. It was so, you know what? Alexa and Drea were treated extremely disrespectfully by Jagmeet Singh. And you know what? I know a little bit about being rough and tumble and mean and insulting. And, if you look like me, that is a middle-aged guy, and you're berating a woman, it rarely looks good. And to have Jagmeet Singh berate Alexa Lavoie and then Drea Humphrey, not a cool look, not a progressive look, let me put it that way. But their dignity shone through like a diamond. And then Sheila Gunn Reid just nailed it, showing why she's our chief reporter. And I have to say that I don't think you'll ever know it because it wasn't recorded. The looks and the anger and the heckles and the mean girls who just hated the fact that Rebel News got these questions, I will feel good about that for a long time. And I want to speak directly to the viewers right now. There's no way we could do this on our own. Like, we spent $9,000 on legal fees to get in here. Plus, we spent money bringing the whole team. It's not just the 5 journalists. It's the 2 videographers. Betty, our truck driver, is here. The truck was here. We had the Airbnb. It's a big operation. Altogether, it's $12,000 to be here. Now, that's nothing. It's a rounding error for the CBC. Oh, by the way, I heard they were furious at Rebel News tonight, but who cares what they say? It's our viewers that let us be here, and I want to thank our viewers, and I hope that the questions that we asked were valuable to you, and boy, we're coming back tomorrow, and we know exactly what we're doing now. We know how it operates. It'll be interesting to see if they try and stop us tomorrow, but good luck to them is all I got to say. Anyway, that's my report. And as you can see, I'm feeling energized and proud of our team. Very, very proud.
Yeah. Oh, Ezra. Well, I think I speak on behalf of the viewers when I say all of the money, all of the stress, all of the strife, it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. And I will tell you one thing that Sheila Gunn Reid said to me one time that changed my life. She said to me, I love making my enemies mad because how else do I know that I'm on the right track? And it changed my life. You can have that advice for free, Canada. But yes, that you annoyed them, that you got under their skin, that they were visibly upset at you. You know that you're on the right track. Way to go, guys. Way to go, team. Proud of you.
You know what? We had some great questions, but if I can focus on one that was the essential Rebel question, it was asked by Drea. And she asked Jagmeet Singh why he's been quiet as a mouse at the 200 Christian churches in this country that have been vandalized or even torn. And again, he refused to answer it because he's a bit of a bigot and he's a bit of a dummy. But who else in this country would ask that question? Seriously.
Nobody.
Would CTV,
Nobody.
would CBC,
Nope.
would Global, would the Toronto Star, the Globe and Mail? Maybe the National Post would. But of course, my point being, they didn't. The person who asked that question was Drea Humphrey, who had to bust down the doors because the debate commission wanted to keep her out. And I can see why, because she's asking questions that are not on the official narrative. So I'm feeling pumped up, and we'll be back tomorrow. And I want to thank you guys again for holding the fort, for hosting hours of TV, and we're going to sign off here because we actually have a few things that we got to do to wrap up, including finding the truck and doing a video in front of it. So I'm going to say goodbye now. But thanks again, and thanks to everyone working in the control room and folks who are operating on the Twitter machine. Appreciate you doing that while the journalists here had the fun. You know, I was the only Rebel who didn't have a question tonight, and I'll be a little faster tomorrow about getting in line, I think.